Poland's Prime Minister Donald Tusk says that his government is close to a deal with Ukraine on agricultural imports, and that is a big deal there. Tusk was speaking after talks with the Prime Minister of Ukraine today in Warsaw. Now, Poland is seeking caps on cheap imports. Ukraine has agreed to some limitations, we understand. Poland's farmers have been protesting for months, saying Ukrainian imports are undercutting their own produce and threatening livelihoods. Well, I'm joined now by Marta Prochwicz-Jazowska. She specializes in Polish foreign policy at the German Marshall Fund, and she joins me tonight from Warsaw. It's good to have you with us. The Ukrainian and Polish prime ministers say that they made progress. They haven't presented any concrete steps. In your opinion, what would a compromise look like?
I think if it were easy to come to a compromise, they would have definitely come to a compromise by now. So after hundreds of hours, this is a topic that is a very important one between Poland and Ukraine, but apparently it's very hard to come to a concrete solution. The good thing is that they are meeting regularly and holding conversations and trying to find a compromise, but negotiations have been very hard. At the same time, they have not impacted Polish support for the war in Ukraine, have not impacted the military deliveries to a significant extent, and Poland and Ukraine continue to stand against their common enemy while trying to solve this bilateral issue.
Yet farmers have been protesting now in Poland for a year, initially spurred on by the former right-wing government. Now, how big of a challenge are the farmers' protests going to be for the new government led by Donald Tusk?
They're definitely a challenge. This is perhaps not the biggest issue that the government has to deal with, but definitely top of the agenda, especially in view of the fact that Poland will be holding its local elections very soon, next week, actually. So this is an issue that has wide support in the population, in the sense that farmers and what the protests that they're voicing are supported by wide segments of the population, including hunters and other groups of supporters. Therefore, this is definitely very high on the government's agenda. Of course, the war being the top priority because it's a security issue.
Is there a sense in Poland that Ukraine's leaders recognize and empathize with the plight that farmers are in now and have been in for the past 2 years?
I do think that there is acknowledgement of the difficulties on both sides. On the one hand, Poland being aware of the fact that Ukrainians are at war and they're in a dramatic situation, and Poland is entirely supportive of Ukrainians' fight against the common enemy. At the same time, Ukrainians wanting to come forward with different forms of compromises and acknowledging that the issue of agriculture is one that is highly strenuous in these relations. And I think what's important to remember in these bilateral relations is that whatever happens now and whatever way this issue is treated is important going towards the future, because Ukraine will eventually become an EU member.
Yeah. Marta Prochwicz-Jazowska with the German Marshall Fund in Warsaw. We appreciate your time tonight and your analysis. Thank you.
Thank you.